When I use words like meltdown, panic attack, or total collapse, I'm not just being dramatic or clickbaity. These terms are the best way to describe what's happening with Trump's campaign right now. Maybe unmitigated disaster fits too. In the past 24 hours, we've witnessed a historic level of failure from Trump. The day started with Trump ranting and raving like a lunatic. He flooded social media with nearly 100 posts, many of which were Conan-related, featuring conspiracy theories and disturbing content. There were bizarre memes, including a grotesque, manipulated image of Vice President Kamala Harris with her skin darkened and her face distorted. He even posted weird photos of himself dressed as a cowboy, and the Conan slogan, "Where we go one, we go all." Yet, the corporate media largely ignored these posts. They overlooked a clearly racist and manipulative image of Kamala Harris, and the barrage of Conan propaganda. Instead, the focus shifted to Trump's press conference, despite the fact that recent news covered less relevant topics, like Stephen Miller's appearance on MSNBC. In the press conference, Trump's comments were equally troubling. He accused Vice President Harris of being disrespectful to Black and Indian people, bizarrely claiming she turned black. If you're wondering what that means, just listen to his incoherent explanation. It's a classic case of Trump's campaign unraveling in real time. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you make of this meltdown?
Mr. President, Kamala Harris's father is Jamaican American, and she went to a historically black college. How is she only recently deciding to be black?
Well, you'll have to ask her that question because she's the one that said it. I didn't say it. So you'll have to ask her. And I very much appreciate that question, but you'll have to ask her. But I've known her for a long time. I actually contributed to her campaign a long time ago because I was a developer. I contributed to lots of campaigns of Democrats, Republicans, and some were liberal and some were conservative. But you'll have to ask her about that. But to me, it doesn't matter. But to her, from her standpoint, I think it's very disrespectful to both, really. Whether it's Indian or black, I think it's very disrespectful to both. To me, it doesn't matter.
In that press conference at Mar-a-Lago, Donald Trump not only bragged about the crowd size for the January the 6th insurrection, but also made an astonishing claim. He said his crowd was larger than those Martin Luther King Jr. attracted, absurdly comparing the insurrection to MLK's historic gatherings. It's a false and baffling comparison. Check out the clip for yourself.
Never see the picture of the crowd. The biggest crowd I've ever spoken. I've spoken to the biggest crowds. Nobody's spoken to crowds bigger than me. If you look at Martin Luther King, when he did his speech, his great speech, and you look at ours, same real estate, same everything, same number of people. If not, we had more. And they said he had 1 million people, but I had 25,000 people. But when you look at the exact same picture, and everything's the same because it was the fountains, the whole thing, all the way back to from Lincoln to Washington, and you look at it, and you look at the picture of his crowd, my crowd, we actually had more people. They said I had 25,000, and he had 1 million people, and I'm okay with it because I liked Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah.
Donald Trump makes some peculiar remarks about Elon Musk endorsing him. He describes Musk's endorsement as full-throated, expressing his admiration for Musk's courage in making the endorsement. Trump also mentions an upcoming show hosted by Musk on Monday night, which he's looking forward to. Meanwhile, Fox News praises the press conference with over-the-top compliments, calling it flawless and incredible. But what was the real purpose of that press conference, if there was any at all? Check out the clip for the full context and decide for yourself.
Yeah, the Elon Musk. So, yeah, sure. So Elon called me. As you know, he endorsed me full-throated. Great endorsement. I respect Elon a lot. He respects me. And not easy for him to endorse, to be honest with you. You know, it takes courage to endorse people. Many people have courage and many people don't. He does have courage. And Elon endorsed me, and he asked me whether or not I'd do a show on Monday, and I think it's going to be Monday night. And I believe he's the host of the show. So it'll be very interesting. A lot of people are talking about it. I look forward to it. That'll be done on Monday night.
In Trump's latest press conference at Mar-a-Lago, he bizarrely claimed that Elon Musk will be hosting a show on Monday night, which many are talking about. Trump then made grandiose statements about his debate schedule, including a supposed debate on Fox on September the 4th and others on NBC and ABC. However, his claims are as far-fetched as his telepathic declassification theories. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris countered Trump's erratic claims by announcing a debate on September the 10th, showing a clear and sensible approach amidst the chaos. Throughout the day, Trump's allies focused on attacking Governor Walz and military figures with baseless, stolen valor accusations. In contrast, Vice President Harris emphasized respect for anyone who has served our country, regardless of duration, and expressed that she's to focus on engaging with voters in swing states to be distracted by Trump's antics. Check out the clips to see her responses and the unfolding drama for yourself.
Listen, I praise anyone who has presented themselves to serve our country, and I think that we all should.
When asked about Donald Trump's comments, Vice President Kamala Harris responded with a clear focus on her work, saying she's too busy engaging with voters in swing states to be distracted by Trump's remarks. Check out the clip to see her full response.
Why do you think he pulled out of the debate with you? Why do you think
I am beyond trying to speculate about how he thinks. What else?
Can you comment on some of his other criticisms? He made a whole litany of them today. Some of them are about
I was too busy talking to voters. I didn't hear them.
Okay.
Mr. President, you have not had a public campaign event for nearly a week now. Tomorrow you'll be in Montana, which is not a swing state. Some of your allies have expressed concern that you're not taking this race seriously, particularly at a time where there is enthusiasm on the other side. Why haven't you been campaigning this week?
Because I'm leading by a lot and because I'm letting their convention go through. And I am campaigning a lot. I'm doing tremendous amounts of taping here. We have commercials that are at a level I don't think that anybody's ever done before. Plus, in certain cases, I see many of you in the room where I'm speaking to you on phones, I'm speaking to radio, I'm speaking to television. Television's coming over here. Excuse me, what are we doing right now? She's not doing any news conference. You know why she's not doing it? Because she can't do a news conference. She doesn't know how to do a news conference. She's not smart enough to do a news conference. And I'm sorry, we need smart people to lead this country because our country's never been in this danger before, both economically and from an outside perspective. Russia doesn't respect us anymore. China doesn't respect us anymore. North Korea, Kim Jong-un liked me a lot. He doesn't like this group. We are in great danger. We're in great danger of being in World War III. That could happen. No, after their convention, yeah. And I'm going out to certain places to help certain senators get elected. Not even for me. I'm trying to help when I go out to Wyoming or when I go out to Montana, or I'm going to different places to help people. And I don't have to go there because I'm leading those states, as you know, by 35, 40, 50 points. I'm leading by record numbers. I'm going because I want to help senators and congressmen get elected. Congressmen and women get elected. Yes, please.
Folks, there's a reason why polls like Ipsos, Marquette University, and Morning Consult show Vice President Kamala Harris pulling ahead, even surpassing the margin of error. People are clearly questioning Trump's bizarre statements and erratic behavior. Now, let me share what an undecided Wisconsin voter had to say about Vice President Harris' choice of Governor Walz as her running mate. Check out the clip.
Very happy to hear it. I think he's a good guy. He's got everything going for him.
Personally, I think it's the best choice you could have.
I think it's the best choice you could have made. Now, let me show you this clip. While we've seen all the drama surrounding Trump, here's Vice President Kamala Harris talking about her vision for a brighter future. She emphasizes that while achieving this future might require hard work, it's worthwhile. Play the clip.
Our campaign, this campaign, is not just about us versus Donald Trump. It's bigger than that. It is about two very different visions for the future of our nation. One, ours, focused on the future, and the other focused on the past. And Michigan, we here fight for the future. We fight for the future. We fight for a future where every worker has the freedom to join a union. Where every senior can retire with dignity. A future with affordable housing, affordable child care, affordable health care, and paid leave. A future where we build a broad-based economy where every American has an opportunity to own a home, to start a business, and to build wealth. And understand, in this fight, we are joyful warriors. Because while fighting for a brighter future may take hard work, we all here know hard work is good work. Hard work is good work. We believe in a future where we lower the cost of living for America's families, so they have a chance, not just to get by, but to get ahead.
When I hear Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Walz talk about joy and optimism, it's clear they do so with a grounded sense of realism. They acknowledge the threats to our democracy, and approach them with seriousness and strategy. But what sets them apart is their focus on unity and positivity, bringing Americans together, reclaiming patriotism, and emphasizing the common good over fear and division. In contrast to the culture wars and divisive rhetoric we see from MAGA supporters, their approach is refreshing and hopeful. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. How are you feeling about the contrast between this vision and Trump's recent epic meltdown? Share your comments below.